Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
Hello to everyone. Welcome to the perfect combination of business and the good life. This is Business and Leisure, your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine, where we shall bring you the week's significant business developments on BizWatch, while the current leisure trends shall take center stage on our lifestyle section, which shall be hosted by our lovely sunshine girl, Zaira Hernandez, who's now all set and ready to tell you what's in store for our viewers this week. Zaira?
And thank you as always, Butch. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Yes, I am still your sunshine girl, Sarah Hernandez, and I am still tasked to do the lifestyle hosting for the week. Just like the previous edition of Business and Leisure, we do have prepared an exciting and fun feature for all of you. And as tradition dictates, we started by giving you a sneak peek of the recent events in and out of the metro. That is, of course, followed by our popular segment, Places, with another exciting restaurant that you can all check out on your next adventure. More food adventures for you on leisure trip, and finally, our weekly treat for all the firearm enthusiasts out there. Both of you guys are ready to know more of that. Let's just chill out for a bit and learn the latest issues on business with our main man, no other than Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Back to you for now, Butch.
Thanks, Zara. We'll see you right after I take care of business. Before we give you our presentation this week, we shall first pause for a short break, right after which it's all business talk on BizWatch.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
I am STV's Sunshine Girl, Sarah Hernandez, with a very timely message from the Managing Director of Ford Philippines, Mr. Bert Lazard.
I would like to invite you to check out our pre-Christmas multi-brand test drive festival, a one-stop shop to all car enthusiasts to see and test drive the latest vehicle on November 16 to November 19 at the SM Mall of Asia. Experience our Ford Everest, Ford Ranger, and Ford EcoSport at this event with their best capacity and feature. Please, I would like to see you there.
Come to the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure and to our business section, BizWatch. For our lead issue this week, Malacanang has announced that President Duterte has signed Executive Order number 44, which creates the OFW Bank. With this, Land Bank has been tasked to take over the defunct Philippine Postal Savings Bank or Postbank. Andre Co has the story.
The Land Bank of the Philippines has taken over the bankrupt Philippine Postal Savings Bank or Postbank when EO number 44 was signed. Land Bank is now ready to establish a financial institution that is exclusively for our OFWs, the Overseas Filipino Bank or OFW Bank.
Land Bank, which is a government bank, is the third largest in the Philippines with 1.483 trillion pesos in assets as of June 30 this year. The bank will acquire the shares of Philippine Postal Corporation and the Bureau of Treasury in Postbank, which is a subsidiary of Philippine Postal Corporation. Postbank, on the other hand, has assets of 9.29 billion pesos as of end of June. It stood at 11.30 billion earlier in March, and it has total liabilities of 8.38 billion as of June 30, 2017. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
Bangko Sentral Governor Nestor A. Espinilla Jr. said that BSP will accelerate the establishment of the OFW Bank following the issuance of EO 44. The executive order stated that overseas Filipinos, quote, should have a policy bank dedicated to provide financial products and services tailored to the requirements of overseas Filipinos and focus on delivery quality and efficient foreign remittance services. Actually, the plan to make Postbank into a OFW bank was conceived 10 years ago when Land Bank and the Development Bank of the Philippines wanted to infuse capital into Postbank. This capital was in the amount of 350 million pesos, but it was only last year that this plan was set into motion with Land Bank tasked to take over the defunct bank. Postbank has a subscribed capital of 2 billion pesos, and of this 1 billion pesos is the paid-up capital of Land Bank. Previously, it was proposed that Land Bank will acquire OFW Bank as a subsidiary, but this proposal is still being finalized. Land Bank President Alex Benaventura said that it will take as long as 8 months to complete requirements to convert Postbank into a Land Bank subsidiary.
Postbank is considered a thrift bank and it has 25 branches and 6 microbanking offices. It also has microfinance operations for farmers, fishermen, and the transport sector as well as micro-entrepreneurs. Meanwhile, the Philippine Chamber of Handicraft Exporters and Artisans, together with Ayala Malls, launched the pop-up store, the Go Local Filipino Concept Store for SMEs in Glorieta 2, Ayala Center in Makati. Business and Leisure was there to cover the event, and our business reporter Heidi Santos has the details.
Indeed, a closer look at the products on display at the Go Local pop-up store show how our local SMEs have matured in their product development and innovation. There was a variety of products to be seen, from rice coffee to tapenades, colorful picture frames, and fashion accessories.
What's special about these products? They don't seem to be a product of an SME. Parang talagang makikita mo sa mga social na stores. And this time, they're given free access at available sila sa mga Go Local products and places.
The lucky small and micro entrepreneurs who have managed to get space in these Go Local stores got in not due to sheer luck, but because they have excellent products that are innovative and excellent. First on the criteria set by DTI is the quality of their product, and second is if the entrepreneur does not have the financial capacity to have their products displayed in malls or department stores. DTI helps these financially strapped entrepreneurs by giving them market access by allowing them to have display space free of charge in these Go Local stores. As business grows, these SMEs can then graduate to the malls in order to give way to other entrepreneurs who have equally competitive products.
So we have 7 M's. So may teaching, yung from the training and seminars we do, we teach them the mindset, the mastery on the tools, entrepreneurship, how to, and then after the seminars may mentoring. So continuous mentoring yan. And then we give them money or microfinancing, panlaban sa 5-6, ito yung pondo para sa pagbabago at pag-asenso. And then we give them also machines or equipment para mas productive yung kanilang mga operation, and they have quality products. Pero ito shared service facility yan. Hindi lang one per entrepreneur. So with that, pag may produkto ka na, ito na, market access. So Go Local is just one. Meron pa tayo yung auto pasalubong centers. And then also we give them market access via inclusive business. Binibigyan natin, kinoconnect natin sila sa malalaking kumpanya para supplyan nila.
As Secretary Lopez said, one can see more local products in our malls, proof that Pinoy entrepreneurs are getting more innovative and developing better products.
If you're able to compete in that kind of market and with the other players locally, then you're ready for the globalization.
As our entrepreneurs are getting more and more competitive, Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon Lopez has this piece of advice for our SMEs.
Continuous innovation. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung innovation and look for what the market wants or need. No? So what they need. So that yung mga ipibigay natin na produkto, yung kailangan at may kakaiba dapat. May differentiation ka, hindi gaya-gaya.
Congratulations to DTI and to Secretary Mon Lopez for the successful launch of the Go Local Pop Store, and to our SMEs for the excellent product display. We will now take a short break, but be back shortly with more current and relevant business issues for you. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
STV's Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the General Manager for Automobile of Suzuki Philippines, Mr. Shuzo Hoshikura.
It's gift-giving time of the year once again. If you are planning on giving your family or yourself gift of a lifetime, make sure to test drive it before you buy it. Come to the Autofocus Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at Mall of Asia from November 16 to 19. Suzuki Philippines will have Celerio, Swift, Jimny, Seat, Ertiga, and a surprise new model for you. Please watch out for this. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
The Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, it's love. When you try to look cool, but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use, flexible interior for your various needs, convenient features, advanced technology, powerful engine, fuel efficient for a smooth journey, and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Yes TV's Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the Marketing Director of BMW Philippines, Mr. Carl Magsusi.
If you're considering giving yourself a reward after a year of hard work, why not give yourself a brand new car? So come and visit us at the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia from November 16 to 19. And BMW will be there to showcase to you the latest models that we have, such as the 5 Series and the all-new 2 Series Grand Tourer 7-seater MPV. Don't forget, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
Come to the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
Welcome back, and you're still on Business and Leisure as we continue with more business developments. For this next business issue, the National Food Authority, or NFA, has ordered substantial rice imports last July to augment our buffer stocks. But it seems that part of this import order will be delayed. In order to ensure that we have sufficient buffer stocks of rice, the NFA is setting aside money to purchase palay from local farmers. Our BizWatch correspondent Andre Ko files this report.
NFA Administrator Jason Loriano Aquino announced that the agency is ready to buy the harvest of individual and organized farmers when the farm gate price of rice goes down during the peak of the harvest season. According to NFA Administrator, this is to prevent grain traders from taking advantage of the glut in supply.
NFA has remitted 45.1 million pesos to its field offices across the country, especially in rice-producing areas. NFA Administrator Jason Aquino announced that the agency is ready to buy the harvest of individual as well as organized rice farmers when the gate price goes down during the peak of the harvest season. According to him, this is to prevent grain traders from taking advantage of the glut in rice supply. Our BizWatch correspondent has more details.
The National Food Authority buys clean and dry palay at the support price of 17 pesos per kilo, with additional incentives from 70 centavos to 1 peso per kilogram for delivery, 20 centavos for drying, and 30 centavos for cooperative development. The NFA is coordinating with farmers' organizations and local government units for the schedule of deployment of their mobile procurement teams when they decide to sell their produce to NFA. Under its regular procurement program and Farmers' Option to Buy Back program, NFA has procured 309,355 bags of palay under the Buy Back program. Farmers are given the option to buy back the same volume of stocks they sold to the NFA if they want to resell the stocks at higher prices. However, these farmers will be required to pay for the additional cost for the maintenance of stocks to NFA as the harvest season peaks. The NFA expects that more farmers will sell their produce to the agency. During the last week of September this year, farm gate price of rice was at 19 pesos and 33 centavos per kilogram, lower by 0.66% compared to the week before when it was at 19 pesos and 46 centavos per kilo. NFA field offices have been monitoring the farm gate palay prices. It was highest at 22 pesos and 15 centavos per kilo in northern Mindanao and lowest at 16 pesos and 95 centavos per kilogram in western Visayas.
The NFA has 293 buying stations across the country that are ready to accept palay deliveries from farmers. NFA also has mobile procurement teams ready for deployment to buy palay in far-flung barangays. And now for our final business issue this week. One of those who came out against trade liberalization before was Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon M. Lopez. Now Secretary Lopez is reconsidering this position as he is now in favor of lowering the required minimum capital for foreign retailers. Heidi Santos, our business reporter, has the details.
From $2.5 million, Trade and Industry Secretary Mon Lopez is in favor of lowering the minimum capital for foreign retailers to $200,000 to allow more foreign investors into the country. Secretary Lopez said that he believes this will create more market and sourcing opportunities for SMEs and will not impact the small entrepreneurs.
When the Retail Trade Liberalization Act of 2000 was released, foreign retailers were allowed to enter into the country, but they were required to meet the minimum capital requirement. These foreign retailers came in but in joint ventures or as franchises. Secretary Lopez believes that if we relax the minimum capital requirements, these franchisors may be encouraged to invest in the Philippines on their own without the added burden of franchise fees. In addition, these foreign retailers will most probably source their service providers from local SMEs. Here's more from our business reporter.
With the entry of more foreign retailers, Secretary Lopez believes more jobs for locals will be created. What may be a problem area is when the government releases the new foreign investment negative list. This revised list seeks to shorten the list of investment areas or activities reserved solely for Filipinos. Lopez said that this is an indication that the Philippines is willing to liberalize to allow more foreign investors.
Liberalizing retail trade and relaxing the required minimum capital for foreign retailers will definitely lure more foreign investors into the country. The local business landscape is watching this development with much interest. And with that, we end BizWatch. We shall pause for another break, and when we come back, we have an entrepreneur on Strictly Business. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
STV Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the President and General Manager of Honda Cars Philippines Incorporated, Mr. Noriyuki Takakura.
Planning to supply the entire family this Christmas season. Supply them with a brand new car. Come to the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia from November 16 to 19. Honda Cars Philippines Inc. will be having the new City, new Mobilio, new Jazz, VRV, Civic, and the all-new CRV 7-seater diesel turbo available for you to test drive and experience during this event. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas.
Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
The power of Strada. It's your sport truck.
Hi there, I am STV's Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the President of Isuzu Philippines Corporation, Mr. Hajime Koso.
Christmas is fast approaching.
And many of you are probably thinking of buying a car for your family or yourself. If you are, it's best to test drive it before you buy it. This year's Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia is on November 16 to 19. Isuzu Philippine Corporation will have the following model available for you to test drive. Our new Blue Power Euro 4 direct injected VGS turbo diesel engines for new Isuzu D-Max Blue Power 4x4 and 4x2 automatic variants, and new Isuzu Mu-X Blue Power 4x2 automatic. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
Come to the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
Welcome back, and you're still on the business section of Business and Leisure. Up next is our Strictly Business segment. Welcome once again to our special segment dedicated to the Filipino entrepreneur. On Strictly Business this week, we feature a successful e-commerce business that goes by the unlikely name of Niqua.
Niqua is a brand of Philippine-made bags. If it sounds Chinese, do not be misled. Ms. Bunny Balos de Guzman is the proprietor of the Niqua line of bags, and she explained that Niqua was the nickname of her Persian cat named Dominique. The name undeniably is unique and catches one's attention, the first step in building up a brand. Bunny and her husband, who studied marketing and international studies, started this e-commerce business, and Bunny herself has been managing the business for some 12 or 13 years now. She narrated that they stumbled upon the bag-making business, which got her interested.
I approached them and asked them to make some of my designs. That's where it all started. I think I designed about 2 or 3 back then. Tapos, what I do is I have it manufactured, tapos I get it consigned with other stores.
Like many others, the business started modestly, in a cramped space with only a staff of 3. Everything was contained in the small space, Bunny remembers, but that was over a decade ago. Now she has this space to show off her expanding collection. She started out with only 2 collections, with one collection having only 2 or 3 items and sizes. Now, Niqua has over 200 collections, and she continues to expand. Her market is the not-so-young, she says.
We try to go after the people who like fashion, but with durability and quality. So, in terms of age, we usually target late 20s to early 40s.
And like others who started out as an online business, Bunny has ventured into pop-up stores and popular malls.
When we do pop-ups is when we go to malls and showcase our product. The feedback is really good. The common thing that they always say is, 1, it's nicer in person. Our products, it's commonly said na it's nicer in person, number 1. Number 2, it's very lightweight. And they're always happy to know that it's Philippine made. So it's usually mistaken as an international brand. Kasi when they see it in the malls, of course, they don't know the brand yet. And they'll ask, is this made in ano? Is this abroad? Is this an international brand coming in? So, no, it's Marikina made.
They source their leather from a tannery in Bulacan. And though they source their accessories locally, she knows they are actually made in China or Taiwan.
Most of the feedback that we've gotten is they're happy with the product. But our issue right now is that since we're an e-commerce company and we plan to retain that model, is 1, yung what do you call this? Yung trust of people interacting with an e-commerce. The big names like Lazada and Zalora made it better for us because at least the penetration is there, of course, but of course those are bigger names. So it's the stability of our brand being an e-commerce. So sometimes when new people find us, of course they're concerned, are you a fly-by-night company, things like that. So that's one. The second one is when they don't see us, they don't know, they cannot seem to figure out the size, the fit of the bag. So that's why we do the pop-up. So we address that by doing the pop-up, but we haven't done pop-ups in provincial areas yet.
Bunny says they have two types of products. One is stockable, which are ready-made bags.
And then when we have what we call a bespoke version, so we have the same bag, but if you want to change some of the details, like changing the color, adding a lining, because most of our bags doesn't have lining, for the reason that it makes it lighter. So yon. Or you can add a lining, you can make the handle a bit longer, you can change the color of the accessories, so things like that. Those bags or those designs take about 2 weeks to make.
Color swatches are made available to customers who want to customize, but Naquah customizes only up to a certain extent.
Because sometimes when we say customizable, the customers will come back to us and say, can you do my own design? Yeah. That one, we will allow it for bulk orders but not for retail, for the reason that sometimes kasi the customers doesn't really know what they want, and they have this parang picture in their mind, but they do not consider na yung leather is a certain way. So when it comes out, ay, iba. So we try to give them options, but options para we can pre-study, pre-develop the options that we give them.
Here, Bunny shows us some of her available bags. This one is a bike bag.
Okay, so this is our first design. It's called a Manico bag. So in 2014, when we started, we had about 2 designs lang. Tapos this is the bestseller. So the nice thing about the Manico is you can customize it. So you can change the color of the body. You can make it parang color blocking. So these are the swatches that we have. So we don't naman have any color that you can just pick out of your brain. So meron kaming swatches. So I think this is about 30 already. Yan. Tapos we have a bit of texture. Yan. So yan yung Manico namin. This one, we call this the Scarte. Scarte means scrap. So it comes from our scrap leather. So this item, parang it's actually cut manual per item. Tapos you parang rivet it one by one. So this is our corporate CRS project for the company. Kasi 50% of the income goes to a foundation. Plus, it's our way to reduce our waste. Parang an old doctor's bag. It's very big. It's called the weekender bag. So, may 2 sizes smaller. This is yung parang pinaka-travel bag na. We call it the Telayo bag. Newest item, we're launching it this coming December or November. It's a camera bag, yung aming camera collection. It has cushion inside, so you can put your camera inside. Tapos parang stylish pa rin siya outside. Tapos you can buy with it a camera strap, yung traditional long strap, like that. So made of leather siya, so hindi siya matatanggal. And something that's new, I think. So this is a wristlet for the camera. Tapos we'll be launching this in 1 or 2 colors. Tapos just like every other bag we have, you can pick your own color and have it customized.
For Bunny, she would like to remain as an e-commerce business rather than put up her own mortar and stone stand-up store. She found that most of her local customers are those who like to patronize Philippine products. And now that she is trying to penetrate the foreign market, she is also targeting Filipinos who live abroad.
We've offered our free shipping internationally, I think in September. So we had a few. We have several offerings. So one is the standard bag. Second is the bag that has a monogram or your initials. And then third is the bespoke version. So if it's a standard bag, there's nothing there, there's no customization. We ship it out in 1 to 2 days, working days. To clarify, if you order on a Friday afternoon, we start count on Monday. Tapos, if it's with monogram, you want your initials or your name on the bag, we ship it out in 3 to 5 days. Kasi usually there's a queue. And then, when it's bespoke, we ship the bag 2 weeks after you have given us your details. So, first we ship you the swatches. And then when the customer has the swatches, they'll have to tell us which one to use, what are the items, what are the colors, combination to use, and then 2 weeks from there, we ship out. So since we are an e-commerce, we partner with a courier company to bring our products. Delivery lead time is 1 to 3 days for Metro Manila and 5 to 7 days for provincial.
Staying as an online business works well for Bunny, and she has remained in business for 12 or 13 years now. Here's her advice to would-be entrepreneurs.
I think in any business, you have to start it right. So, a lot of people who go into business will start it na they won't register, they won't get an accountant, they won't do bookkeeping, things like that. So, for me, you have an idea, that's good, but it's also good to start it right. That's one. And number two, as an entrepreneur, you always think that you will one day become big. So you need to understand every aspect of your business. You don't have to be a a master of every single aspect of your business. But I think every business person should know and understand every side of it, so that when you get bigger, you can see, oh, how come this is like this? Can you please try to explain? And when you get bigger, kasi you can't do everything yourself. So at least when you give that task to someone, you also know if they're doing the right thing.
And here's how to connect to Bunny and her Nikwa brand.
Thank you so much for having us. You can view our products at our website. It's www.ni-qua.com. That's nikwa.com.
You just met Miss Bunny Baulos de Guzman of Nikwa Bags, our feature this week on Strictly Business. That ends the business section of BNL. Our sunshine girl, Zara Hernandez, is all set to usher in the leisure portion of our show, which is coming right up ahead after we pause for another short break. We'll be right back.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
I'm STV's Sunshine Girl, Sarah Hernandez, with a very timely message from the Senior Manager for Communication of Nissan Philippines, Mr. Dax Avenido.
Christmas is fast approaching, and many of you are probably thinking of buying a car for your family or for yourself. If you are, remember, it's best to test drive it before you buy it. This year's Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia is on November 16 to 19. Nissan will have the following models available for you to test drive: the Nissan Juke, the Nissan Navara, the Nissan Urban, the Nissan Almera, and our latest addition, the new Nissan X-Trail featuring the Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Come to the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. STV Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the Vice President of Pilipinas Taj Auto Group Inc., Mr. Art Balmadrid.
Thinking of buying a car this Christmas? Make sure to test drive it before you buy it. The Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, a one-stop shop for all brand new car models available in the country, is happening on November 16 to 19 at the Mall of Asia, where Pilipinas Taj, the exclusive distributor of Tata Motors vehicles, shall have the latest car models and commercial vehicles that will be made available for test drive. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas, everyone!
To the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
You're still with us here on Business and Leisure, and now we go right on to the lifestyle section as I turn you over to our co-host this week, Sunshine Girl Zara Hernandez, for our leisure report. Zara, the spotlight is now on you.
Thanks, Butch, for turning them over to me right now. Hi guys, are you still with me? I know that you've learned a lot about the country's latest business issues, and now it's time for us to relax a bit. Put your feet up, munch on your favorite snack as we start the lifestyle part of our show. So do you guys want to know what the latest buzz is in the metro? Well, let's all find out on Lifestyle Chronicles.
Milo Philippines recently invited select media to witness their ceremonial send-off via press conference dubbed Road to Barcelona at Abe Restaurant at Surrendra Bonifacio Global City last October 11. Milo Philippines has selected 13 from 144 kids to train under the FC Barcelona at Camp Nou.
So we are very proud because the program initially was launched in Metro Manila, but we were very happy that we saw participation coming from as far as Cebu, Laguna, and Cavite in this initial launch of the program. So we're very excited for these 15 selected individuals because these kids will take part in a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Spain, which will be comprised of, as you saw in our video, there will be classroom learning sessions where the kids will be taught some technical knowledge on football. They will have some practical sessions where they'll be conducting actual football classes with other members of the Milo FCB Road to Barcelona selection camp coming from the different Milo markets worldwide.
Kia Philippines recently invited select members of motoring media one fine Sunday to join the Kia Picanto Pickup Jam at the Hardcourt Azure Urban Resort Residences in Bicutan. Different motoring journalists teamed up to play a friendly basketball game. A hearty lunch was served right after the game. Kia Philippines President Ms. Gina Domingo was there to grace the activity.
This is the first time, as I think most of our friends know, we were Team Kia Sorrento and Team Kia Carnival during the first year that we were in PBA. And then the team adopted the name of Mahindra for the next 2 years. And now our basketball team is back wearing the name of Team Kia Picanto. So sabi namin, just to reintroduce the basketball team to our motoring friends, we thought of having a pickup game of basketball with motoring media friends and our basketball team.
Those are the exclusive events that we've covered, and more exclusive events are coming your way next time. Remember, you saw them right here on Lifestyle Chronicles. Again with another wonderful discovery in Places. This is a no-frills cafe in the real sense of the word. If you want to know exactly what we mean by that, well, all you have to do is watch this next feature.
This one goes by the name Love Monday Cafe. Remember how it was when, at a certain phase in our life, we hated Mondays because it was the first day of work and we wanted to stretch the fun and relaxing weekend that was rudely interrupted by Monday? Well, that was the case with Dane Luna, sole owner of Love Monday Cafe, but now that she loves what she is doing right now, she loves Mondays and has named her very own cafe that, Love Monday Cafe. By her own account, Dane has been in marketing for some years now. She loves to travel and in fact lived in Vietnam for a while.
I was living in Vietnam last year and they have a very rich sort of like indie cafe culture. And then I also travel a lot to Korea and Seoul has a lot of cute cafes also. So I was inspired by that. I wanted to make something that was also kind of independent and sort of homegrown and very local, and I wanted to bring that to the Philippines. We opened in June, so we are about on our 5th month now. It's called Love Monday Cafe because when I was still working and I was still in corporate, I always struggled sort of getting up in the morning on Mondays and sort of facing the week. And so I thought to myself that, okay, maybe I need to be doing something that would make me love Mondays and make me love getting out of bed every Monday. And this is what I did.
She opened her cafe in one of the more popular foodie areas in the metro, the Capitolio area, because she wanted to be a part of the scene. This locale was also more practical for her because she lives in the Ortigas Center area, so it is much easier for her to closely monitor her cafe. She noted that in the Philippines, cafes have long and extensive menus with heavy meals, and she didn't want this for her own cafe.
In Vietnam in particular, they're all about coffee, they're all about their teas, and people really go to the cafes to sit around with their friends and have drinks. Whereas in the Philippines, I guess because Filipinos, we love to eat, it's really about the food, and then there's also the coffee and the drinks. We really wanted to be introduced to the community. So we wanted to get, because it's a residential area, so there are lots of people who live here, there are condos. So they were our first customers, and there are also offices around the area. So those were the people that we had. And now I'm happy to say that we have a number of regulars already within the community. But thankfully also, like, especially during Saturdays, we see a lot of people from everywhere around Manila visiting the cafe, hanging out, attending our workshops.
Yes, they do hold workshops where people can learn crafts here, usually on Saturdays. They've had paper flower making workshops, calligraphy, writing, and even poetry workshops here. Dane says they want to support our local artists, and having these workshops create interaction among customers who get to meet new friends and spend more time in the cafe. Check out the walls filled with these simple artworks. Love Monday is not on the main road of Barrio Capitolio. Being somewhat hidden from plain view, they rely on social media and word of mouth to market their new cafe.
Like, especially here in Love Monday Cafe, we also want to sort of bring up the brunch culture that's not so common yet here in the Philippines. I mean, you see it in places like Australia, Singapore, the whole brunch culture vibe is happening. But here in the Philippines, I think it's just about to start. And so I think that's what makes a cafe, a cafe. And also, I think with coffee shops, people usually drop by, get their coffee to go and leave. But in our cafe, we encourage people to stay, hang out with their friends or get creative. That's why we also have artwork around, to get people inspired.
Inside, the cafe is simple, but it exudes a relaxed ambiance that Dane hopes will bring out the creative juices of her customers. They have good comfort food, have exciting drinks on the menu. It is, as Dane says, a great place to hang out and chill with old and new friends. The place can accommodate up to 35 diners, cozy enough for a friendly crowd. Love Mondays is coming out with a new menu very soon, and Dane is very excited about her lunch menus. And since the holiday season is almost upon us, the cafe will also have exciting gift ideas that can be ordered online. But for now, check out what is already in her menu.
So these are the specialties of Love Monday Cafe. So for the drinks, we have our ombre drinks. So we have vanilla blue chai milk tea, and also with coffee. And then we have the strawberry hibiscus milk tea, and then with coffee.
Vietnamese coffee is something of an attraction here, and Dane offers it here. Her milk teas come in tricolor, all eye-catching and attractive.
So for the food, we have the breakfast burger. So the patty is made of longanisa. And then we have the rosti with cheese, poached eggs, and garlic spam, but you can actually decide on your own toppings.
The longanisa burger is sourced from Tuguegarao, which is famous for its longanisa.
This potato pancake is actually a favorite Swiss dish, and one can have a variety of toppings to choose from. Here, she tops the pancake with good old Spam.
We have the Spamgetti, which is our own take on the Filipino spaghetti.
Pinoy spaghetti, as we all know it, is Swedish, and the choice of Spam gives it a salty kick.
And then we have the Korean ramyeon, and also one of our silogs, which is the hamonado, with rice and egg. We have the waffle pop, cookies and cream. This one is cookies and cream.
For the sweet tooth, nothing beats cookies and cream to top off a meal.
Then of course you have the lattes and the usual sort of coffee menu.
The drinks start at 80 pesos and the most expensive one is at 100 pesos. For the food, meals start at 90 pesos to 200 pesos per order.
Please visit us here at Love Monday Cafe in Capitolio and try our specialty drinks and brunch breakfast food.
That was Love Monday Cafe in the Capitolio area in Pasig. Our latest discovery right here on Places. Leisure Trip and Sport Shoot are coming right up after our short break. Don't go anywhere.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
STV Sunshine Girl Sarah Hernandez with a very timely message from the Vice President for Marketing Services of Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation, Mr. Froy Di Chankin.
Christmas is fast approaching and many of you are probably thinking of buying a new car for your family or for yourself. If you are, it's best to test drive it before you buy it. This year's Autofocus pre-Christmas multi-brand test drive at the Mall of Asia is on November 16 to 19. Mitsubishi Motors Philippines will have the following models available for you to test drive. We have the Montero Sport, Strada Pickup, the Mirage, and Mirage G4. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. The best of the holidays to all of you.
Come to the Autofocus multi-brand pre-Christmas test drive festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it.
weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life can now be watched online. Just click on businessandleisure.ph and watch this week's show and other past episodes of Business and Leisure at your most convenient time of the day. Business and Leisure is now on the web. Watch it anytime.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
STV's Sunshine Girl, Sarah Hernandez, with a very timely message from the marketing manager of Subaru Philippines, Mr. John Ezekiel Asuncion.
Are you looking for something special to gift this holiday season? Why not buy a brand new car? Come to the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival at the Mall of Asia from November 16 to 19. Subaru will be offering multiple test drive units for your enjoyment at this festival. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. Merry Christmas!
To the Autofocus Multi-Brand Pre-Christmas Test Drive Festival on November 16 to 19. Remember, test drive it before you buy it. And we are back. We continue our weekly edition of Business and Leisure, and here we are now with our recommended dining destinations.
Here now is our weekly list of highly recommended leisure destinations. Be it fine dining, romantic garden wedding, or a relaxed meal of excellent dishes, the name Ilustrado comes to mind. It's one of the few places that serve the best paella in town. Ilustrado, located within the walled city of Intramuros. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is indeed the prime dining destination where you can enjoy the best of prime steak. The Highland Prime Steakhouse serves nothing but U.S. Angus prime beef. And the Highlands Prime Steakhouse also serves an array of prime gourmet dishes like the squid ink pasta, topped with a whole prawn of their delectable sea bass that's always juicy and served with mashed potato and a wedge of lemon. And their breads and cakes are baked fresh every day. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is at the SM Mall of Asia, and that's where you should have your next lunch, dinner, or intimate party.
Steak lovers from north of the metro can also enjoy the juiciest prime steaks and other mouth-watering dishes at Highlands Prime Steakhouse, located at Estancia, Capitol Commons in Pasig.
And that's our regular what to enjoy and where to go list. Business and Leisure's weekly guide to destinations and places to go to enjoy the good life.
So don't forget to put them on your next food trip, okay? Those are our highly recommended places, and I guarantee you with this. We are down now to our final segment, and of course, that is Sport Shoot. It's another remarkable one that we've got for the week. Well, let's go ahead and check it out.
Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscore Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sport Shoot, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. This week, our featured handgun is the Kimber Micro 9 two-tone and 9mm chambered 1911 style pistol that is just the right size for easy carrying. It is a hammer-fired semi-automatic pistol with a capacity of 6+1. The barrel is 3.15 inches long and 1.06 inches wide. Its height is 4.07 inches and it weighs 15.6 ounces. The Kimber Micro 9 is finished with an aluminum frame and steel matte black slide. It has fixed low-profile sights and has a grip of rosewood color. The trigger was tested at 7 pounds for single action. In the US, it retails for $650. On the range, experts found the Micro 9 small enough for pocket carry. The single-action trigger was also smooth and clean and actually felt lighter than 7 pounds because of the short sliding trigger that is the hallmark of the 1911. At 25 yards, the average group was about 4.5 inches. Other pistols clearly outperformed this pistol in accuracy, but for its size and with a short barrel of 3.15 inches, gun experts found it not too bad for a miniaturized 1911. This is because pistols of this size are manufactured for distances not exceeding 7 yards, where they are most accurate. Overall, the Kimber Micro 9 is an excellent pistol with its ease of carry, shootability, and its 9mm chambering. That was the Kimber Micro 9, our featured handgun for this week's Sport Shoot. And that's Sport Shoot this week, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiasts.
Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Arms Corps Global Defense Incorporated.
I think my hubby and myself will definitely consider sport shooting as our new hobby. What do you guys think? That is all the time that I have for the week, but surely I'll be back again next week for another exciting and fun edition of Business and Leisure. And I do hope that you guys will hang out with me again, same time and place, okay? This is Sarah Hernandez saying sayonara, and I will turn you over now to our dapper main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. I'll see you again, Butch.
Thanks, Zara, for another exciting and entertaining edition of the Leisure Report. And with that, we end another edition of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy the good life.